Welcome back. This is John Locke. Today I want to answer a question that I saw in an SEO forum. Somebody was asking, how do you explain to clients about fluctuation in rankings? How do you explain fluctuation in Google rankings? One major thing to consider is when you go up and you achieve a certain position in the search rankings, it doesn't mean that you have that position sewn up. It's not a title belt that you hold forever and ever. It's not a position that you stay at statically without anything else going on around it. And there's 4 very important reasons why you always need to be working on your overall website and your overall brand and your overall marketing as it relates to SEO. Now, number 1, Google engineers, they are changing the algorithm a little bit each and every day, several times per day, in fact. And this is something that we've documented several times. This is something that they've gone on record as saying that they change the algorithm to try and improve it and deliver better results several times per day. So if you, let's say for example, if you're down on page 3 and you end up you get in the top, 4 or 5 results. It doesn't mean that you're going to stay there necessarily because the algorithm itself is changing on a daily basis. Now, the second reason why there's going to be fluctuation, Google has to push different pages up sometimes to see how well they're going to do. If they don't push a new page every once in a while for a given query, a search query, what people are typing in, then they have no way of knowing whether it's going to do good or not. So sometimes they have to give different pages a push, and sometimes that means that your page goes down a little bit because they have to get some real traffic to that page in order to see how well it's going to do. And that brings me to number 3, which is they are using real signals. Now, they have said that Page Speed Insights, that uses data from Chrome. And they've gone on record before, Google representatives have said they do not use Google Analytics for any ranking at all. And the reason for this is because only half of the sites out there even have Google Analytics, which means at least half of the sites do not have it. And they have to be able to judge and measure what pages, what sites are doing well, whether they should push them up or push them down. And the only way to really do that is to use real user data. Now, my suspicion and a lot of other people's suspicion is they use data from Chrome, which is the most popular browser, and possibly from Android. That would give them mobile coverage as well. Those are both properties that are owned by Google. They do own Android and Chrome. So that would be my suspicion, is that there are user signals from other pages. Maybe they're doing a little bit better than you. And that's another thing too. This brings me to number 4. A very important thing is your competitors are not static either. They are working on their SEO and their marketing and improving their website and their brand and their marketing overall every single day. So that means that you need to be doing the same thing. And some of these brands that you're going up against, they might be bigger brands. They might be building links, creating new content, improving their site, making their page speed a little bit faster, doing all these things to extend their brand and bring people to their site, improving individual pieces of content, individual pages and posts on their site. So you need to be doing the same. Just because you dip doesn't mean it's like, oh no, Google tanked me. They're the evil ones. It's just sometimes that your competitors are doing better, or I'll bring it to a 5th thing, is that sometimes the meaning behind a search query can change. The search intent of a query can change over time. So sometimes people are searching for a particular thing, and Google will push a certain type of result. So for example, it could be that you're looking for tires near me. We'll just say tires, car tires. And maybe for a time Google pushes e-commerce sites that sell tires. But then maybe they figure out, from user signals and stuff, that people actually want to find a place that will change their tires like a brake and tire shop near them. So that's actually what they're looking for, so maybe they'll push that instead. And that's just one example of how a meaning can change over time. But you know, words have different meanings, phrases have different meanings over time. So these can be different reasons why fluctuation happens. Now, just because you go up doesn't mean you're going to stay up. Just because you get pushed doesn't mean you're going to stay pushed. The best things that you can do is really take a critical eye toward your web pages or your individual pages that are targeting keywords and see if that's actually the best page out there that could be targeting that. Are there competitor pages that are better than yours, objectively better than your page? And if the case is yes, then you need to do something to improve your pages that are targeting individual keywords. And the other thing is continue to promote your brand, try and get links, try and promote things on social media, reach out to your friends that also run websites, and try and promote your brand to where maybe you can get people linking to your site, or you can get buzz around your brand to where your brand is top of mind. And people might link to it, people might share it, people might visit your site. These are all things that might help you in the long run of SEO. So I hope that gives you a little bit more insight into why there is fluctuation with rankings over time. And these are the things that I would do to explain it to a client. And these are things that I have told clients in the past, and even now into the present day. These are all things that affect. All right, so my name is John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO. If you're enjoying this, please give it a thumb up, and I would love to see you subscribe. Putting out videos as often as I can. And hey, thank you for subscribing and watching. Until next time, peace.